or anything else tonight, I owe you an apology. If you went to grab last night's show and it came down broken or just sat there and wouldn't play, I'm sorry. We had technical problems on our end. I can't prove this, and I want to be fair about it, but I'm pretty sure Kevin messed something up.
That's a heck of an accusation with no evidence, Jack. The file was clean. It was the way it went out the door, and that part's fixed now.
He says it's fixed. So if you wanted to hear about the near-perfect game that left us with one hit last night, just re-download that episode and you're good to go. It's all there. And believe me, one hit was the cheerful part of that one. Anyway, take a breath, Philadelphia. Tonight went better. Good evening, Philadelphia! Captain Jack Craig Nicholson, Kevin's on the board, and we won a baseball game! Phillies 9, Brewers 8, and I can feel my pulse again.
17 hits, Jack. 24 hours after we got exactly one. Same lineup, same ballpark, completely different planet.
1-17 overnight! You want to talk about a bounce back? That's not a bounce. That's a trampoline. And here's the number that does it for me, Craig. 4. JT Realmuto, 4 runs batted in.
3 for 4, a 3-run homer in the 6th, even stole a base. The catcher led the team in damage on a night the whole lineup showed up.
He stole a base, Craig! The catcher ran! That's how good a mood this team was in. And listen, before I get too far gone, the inbox is open. Jack at thecaptainjackshow.com. Write in and tell me where you were when we finally got hit number 2.
For most of you, that was the 2nd inning, so it wasn't a long wait.
Sosa, 2nd inning, ring the bell, solo shot the other way. We're off. But I'm not going to sit here and pretend that 8th inning didn't take 10 years off my life, and I don't even have a life to take years off of.
We'll get to the 8th. It deserves its own chapter. Kevin, give us levels before Jack relives it, and his voice does the thing.
Levels are good, both of you. Jack, you're riding a little hot and happy, which tracks for a win. Phones are stacked. First caller's ready when you want him.
Hot and happy, I'll take it. Light 'em up, Kevin. Let's hear the city in a good mood for once. First up, Carmine in North Philly. Carmine, we won. Are you capable of being happy?
Cap, I'm thrilled. I'm furious. I'm both. I don't know what I am. We win by 1, and I aged a decade in the 8th inning. Why is Keller still out there?
We had a 4-run lead. Carmine. 9-5.
We had a 4-run lead, and he walks 2, hits a wild pitch, and all of a sudden it's 9-8, and I'm yelling at a television in my own kitchen. Cap, I had it 1. You can't give it back like that.
He got the last 2 out, Carmine. Turong swinging. Contreras popped up to Harper. Ugly, but it closed.
Ugly is the word, Craig. That's a fire you light yourself and then put out with your own hands, and you want a medal for it.
But we did put it out. Duran came in for the 9th, and that was that.
Duran, I'll give you. 101 on the gun. Sat him down. Fine. But somebody tell Keller the lead was a gift, not a suggestion. Love Yass. Cap, I gotta go ice my blood pressure.
Carmine in North Philly, mad that we only won by 1. Only in this town. Next, Jen in Center City. Jen, talk to me.
Hey, Jack. So I want to talk about Realmuto, because I think we just watched something start tonight.
Go, Jen. Build me a cathedral.
4 RBI, the 3-run bomb, a stolen base from the catcher. That's not a good night. That's an MVP audition. I'm penciling JT into the All-Star game right now, today, in ink.
It's June, Jen. The ballots aren't even the point yet.
That's exactly when you call it, Craig, before everyone else catches on. You saw the swing on that homer. Guys his age don't do that and then go run the bases unless something's clicking.
I love the confidence. From one game to a starting nod, that's the Jen special.
One game is all I need, Jack. I saw the future, and the future was wearing the gear. Talk soon.
Jen in Center City, already printing the All-Star ballot. One more in this block, Dave from Bucks County. Dave, who are we protecting tonight?
Jack, I'm here for Alec Bohm, and I don't want to hear it.
Dave, a ball bounced off the man's head in the 8th inning.
And he stayed in the game. That's a tough chance, Jack. Ball's coming in funny, the lights, the angle. That happens to anybody.
It happened to the top of his head, Dave. There's footage.
There's footage of a man competing, Craig. 1 for 5, he's grinding. The defense had a rough 8 like everybody else, and he never came out. That's a gamer.
Dave defending a guy who headed a baseball like it was a corner kick. That's loyalty.
Somebody's got to hold the line for Alec. He'll get him tomorrow. Good night, fellas.
Dave from Bucks County, ride or die for Bohm and his forehead. Good block, boys. Let's set the table, Craig. All right, Craig. Give me the standings on a night I can actually enjoy them.
38 and 32. Still second in the National League East. We're 8 back of Atlanta. That didn't move much, but the wild card, that's the good part. Up a game and a half. We held our spot and added to the cushion.
A game and a half in the wild card after getting 1 hit yesterday. So the sky was falling, and then it just, stopped.
Last 10, 7 and 3. Run differential climbed a tick to -19, which is still in the red, but it's moving the right direction. 1 win doesn't fix a season, but it stops the bleeding from last night.
-19. We were -20 walking in, and we clawed a run of it back by winning a track meet. I'll take track meets.
It was a track meet. 5 home runs in the building tonight. 2 for us, 3 for them. Sosa in the second. Realmuto's 3-run shot in the 6th. The other 3 all wore Milwaukee.
5 bombs with that roof cracked open, Craig. Somebody had to be helping those out of the yard. Let's get Dr. Lufberg on. He ran the numbers on every one of them.
Dr. Lufberg, welcome back. 5 homers, open roof. Did the weather carry any of those out?
Good evening. The question is better than the usual, Craig, because the answer is not the one everybody gives. Everyone says, roof is open, the wind took it. The wind took almost nothing.
Nothing. There was a breeze blowing out there, Doc.
12 miles an hour from the southwest at first pitch, jar. But only the top panel of that roof retracts. The field sits in a shielded bowl. At the height where bat meets ball, that crosswind is broken up before it ever reaches the baseball. So the wind, I set to one side.
So if it wasn't the wind, then the open roof didn't matter at all.
I did not say that. No crosswind does not mean no weather. That is exactly the lazy mistake. The air itself did the work, and I have it for each ball, because I do not read the gauge at first pitch and call it a night, like a billion-dollar club with no meteorologist on the payroll.
Here it comes. Give me the numbers, Doc.
Sosa, in the second, 28 past 6 in the evening. The air was 28 degrees. Warm air is thin air, less drag, the ball carries. And the barometric pressure sat low all night, near 985, thin again. That ball had help.
28 degrees means nothing to anybody here, Jurgen. Give it to us in Fahrenheit, and we'll stick the metric in the show notes.
82 Fahrenheit. The real number lives in the notes. Now, by Chourio's second homer at 8:30, the air had cooled to about 78. A little denser, a little less carry. The early balls flew through lighter air than the late ones.
So the air was thin early and thickened up late. Realmuto got us in the good stuff.
Realmuto, just before 8, about 80 degrees, humidity in the middle 50s. And humid air is lighter than dry air, not heavier, which surprises people. A small push, but it points the same way. Every one of these got a few feet from the conditions. Not one of them needed it. They were all struck well.
So the verdict is real home runs, small assists from the air, and the wind was a non-factor.
Correct. Clean data, clean answer. And a club with 1 staff meteorologist would have known it before I opened my mouth. Thank you.
Dr. Lufberg, folks. The air was thin, the bats were not. Now walk me through that 6th, Craig. That's the inning that won it.
5 runs, 6. Stott doubles, Marsh scores, 4-3. Then Realmuto unloads, 3-run homer to left center, scores Sosa and Stott, 7-3. Harper sack fly later in the inning brings in Hill, 8-3. Lineup batted around, and the dugout woke up.
5 runs in 1 inning, Craig. The night before we score 0 in 9, and tonight we score 5 in 1. Bryson Stott, 2 doubles, 2 runs driven in. The man was a doubles machine. And Marsh, 3 hits, stole a bag, scored twice.
Marsh has been quietly good. 3 knocks and a couple of them off the lefty. That doesn't always go his way.
Off a lefty. Brandon Marsh squaring up southpaws. That's a man expanding his game. And I gotta say, the guy who started this whole thing was Sosa. Edmundo Sosa, 3 for 4, 2 runs, leads it off in the second with a solo shot. Ring the bell.
He set the tone. Now, the pitching, because it wasn't clean. Nola, 4 2/3, 3 runs, gave up 2 of the homers. Mitchell in the 4th and Chourio in the 5th. 85 pitches. Not his sharpest.
But he kept us breathing till the bat showed up.
He did. And then he gets nothing for it. Mayza comes in, throws 5 pitches, and walks off with the win. Vulture special.
A third of an inning and the W. That's grand larceny, Craig. And Tim Mayza is not going to give it back. Kirkering threw a clean one, too. Right?
Clean inning from Kirkering. Alvarado gave the second Chourio homer back in the 7th, 8-5, and then Keller in the 8th. But the through line is the bats covered all of it. And here's a quieter one nobody's talking about. Schwarber, first inning, called out on strikes. 5 pitches. Never took the bat off his shoulder.
Wait. Schwarber looking? Bat on the shoulder the whole way?
All 5 pitches. 2 balls, 3 called strikes, 0 swings. That's a Volpe, Jack. A pure backwards K from a guy who hit it 3 times the rest of the night.
A Volpe from Schwarber. He froze in the first and then went 3 for 5. He just needed a minute to wake up like the rest of them. I love it. That's our stat, folks. You heard it here.
He woke up. They all did. Even Harper, 0 for 3, but he drew a walk, scored, and got a sac fly in. A 0 in the box score that still touched 2 runs.
The 8th. Craig, I need you to hold my hand through this.
Up 9-5. Keller comes in. Mitchell singles, then a 4-pitch walk to Frelick, then an infield single, then a wild pitch lets a run in, then a walk, then a sac fly, then Chourio singles 1 more home. 9-8 before you could blink.
9-5 becomes 9-8. We invited the whole Brewers lineup over for coffee in our own 8th inning. And in the middle of all that, Craig, tell the people about Bohm.
A ball came his way at third, and it found his head, bounced right off the top of him. In the box score, it's nothing. On the broadcast, it's the play of the night for all the wrong reasons.
It hit in the head, Craig. The inning was such a circus that baseball itself joined in. And somehow, Keller gets Turing swinging and Contreras pops it up to Harper, and we survive 9-8.
Survived is the right word. Then Duran for the 9th, 1-2-3 ball game. Save number whatever it is. And it was never in doubt once he had it.
I can't leave this game without saying the name that beat us up all night, even though we won it. Jackson Chourio.
4 for 5, 2 homers, 4 runs batted in. The best player on the field, and he plays for them. His solo shot tied it at 3 in the 5th. The 2-run job made it 8-5 in the 7th.
4 hits, 2 bombs, 4 driven in, and we still beat him. That's last night, flipped on its head, Craig. Yesterday, a kid one-hits us, and we lose. Tonight, a kid goes nuclear, and we win anyway.
He's 22. He's going to be a problem in this division for a long time. Tonight, we just happened to out-hit the damage.
Out-hit the damage? Put that on the ticket stub. Okay, Kevin, you were saying something about the gun.
Can I flag one thing on the board? 2 different guys touched 100 on the gun in this part tonight. Duran and McGill, both triple digits in the same game.
What are you saying, Kevin?
I'm saying American Family Field's radar reads a tick hot. Always has. You pitch there, you go home with a better fastball than you brought. I'm not saying it's a conspiracy. I'm saying check the gun.
That's the thing you flag. Not the 4-run lead that almost evaporated. The radar calibration.
The lead's not my department, Craig. The numbers are.
Speaking of the 8th, I've got the Phillies game thread up, the live one. What people were typing in real time while that inning was happening.
Oh, this is going to be good. We won, so I get to enjoy these. Read them.
First up, Negima 8, while Keller's out there. Quote, why is he still in?
He's still in because he got the last 2 out, and we won the game, Negima 8. But I felt it too, pal. I felt it too.
Next, Beef Squid, same moment, slightly louder. Quote, why is he still pitching?
The whole thread is one guy with 100 names screaming the same sentence. And you know what? You were all right, and it didn't matter because we still won.
Last one, Iganareku VGC, trying to stay calm. Quote, fantastic inning. Let's try not to blow it.
We tried our best to blow it and still couldn't. That's a championship trait, Craig. We are too talented to lose tonight even when we lend a hand.
The game still ended 9-8. Panic optional, outcome the same.
One quick housekeeping note while we're laughing. The umps. 3 challenges tonight, all of them on the ball strike machine, all 3 confirmed.
James Jhoan behind the plate. The crew went 3 for 3. Every challenge upheld the call on the field. Nothing to see, they nailed it. Moving on.
A crew that gets it right and nobody yells at the machine. That's almost no fun at all. Anyway, let's do the past and the future, Craig. Start me in the past. Who do we miss tonight?
Jeff Hoffman. He's in Toronto now. The line this year, 32 games, 4-4, 5 saves, an ERA. Up around 5.83, walking a few too many.
Jeff Hoffman. We had him, Craig. That bullpen project that actually worked, and we let him walk.
We did. Though looking at 5.83 and a walk rate like that, the version in Toronto isn't quite the guy we remember.
Maybe. But on a night our 8th inning looked like that, you'll forgive me for a little wistful sigh about a reliever who used to get big outs for us. Respect to Jeff, hope he sorts it out somewhere else. Now the fun part, the future. Walk me down the ladder.
Quick programming note first. Aiden Miller, our guy at AAA, he's having a back procedure. He's on the shelf. So this isn't a stat night for him. It's a get well note.
Get that back right, Aiden. We need you. Take your time and come back strong. Who else, Craig?
Down in AA, Gage Wood, 22 on the mound. 19 strikeouts in 14 innings, ERA. Around 3.21. The swing and miss is real.
19 punch-outs in 14 innings. That's a strikeout an inning, and then some. I like the kid already.
And the one that jumps off the page, down in the rookie league, Francisco Renteria. 17 years old, hitting .343, on base over .450, 7 steals already.
17! On base .450 at 17, Craig. When I was 17, I was setting the Asteroids record at the 7-Eleven. This kid is robbing the rookie league blind.
He's a long way off. But yes, the line is loud. Cade Obermueller's pitching well in single A too, 17 Ks in 9 innings. The arms in this system are interesting.
The future is bright. The present scored 9, and the past can keep its 583. I'm in a great mood. Quick reminder before we take the second wave of calls, you can reach the show anytime. Jack at thecaptainjackshow.com. Tell me who your favorite 17-year-old shortstop is now. Kevin, open the lines back up. Second block. Lou from Fairmount, you're on. Lou, what did the old-timer see tonight?
Jack, I watched a couple fellas throw 100 miles an hour on that scoreboard, and I gotta tell you, it didn't impress me the way it's supposed to.
101, Lou. Duran lit it up.
In 1968, a man threw 2 innings, didn't need a sign on the wall to tell him how hard it was, and he finished what he started. Now you've got a parade of arms, and a 4-run lead still ain't safe.
The bullpen made it interesting. Lou, I won't argue that.
Interesting. It ought to be boring, Craig. A 4-run lead in the 8th is supposed to be the dullest thing in baseball, and these kids turned it into a tightrope. Velocity ain't the same as control.
You're not wrong, Lou. That's the maddening part.
I'm old, fellas, not blind. We won, I'm glad. Throw strikes. That's free. Good night.
Lou from Fairmount, longing for a slower, calmer 8th inning. Next, Reggie from Camden. Reggie!
Captain! Reggie in Camden, and I've been running numbers since the 7th.
Of course you have. Hit me, Reggie.
Jack, the 8th inning tonight is a flashing light. We have the bat, 17 hits, 9 runs, that's settled. What we don't have is a bridge to Duran. You make a call this week for a setup man, the math demands it.
The math, Reggie.
Craig, I charted it. Every time we hand a lead to the middle innings, it's a coin flip, and coin flips lose in October. 1 arm, 1 trade, and this run differential flips positive by August. I've seen the spreadsheet.
Reggie's got a spreadsheet that wins us the division.
Make some calls, Jack. The window's open. Take it easy, fellas.
Reggie from Camden, building us a bullpen on a napkin. Last one, Dolores from Manayunk. Dolores, my love, we won. Can you be happy?
Hello, my darlings. Oh, I'm happy. I just have one small thing turning over in my mind.
Oh, here it comes.
We scored 9 runs, sweethearts. 9. 17 hits, and we won by 1. A team that needs that much to win by that little, well, that's a quiet little warning, isn't it?
Or it's one sloppy inning in an otherwise great night, Dolores.
Maybe so, dear. But we're 8 back of Atlanta, and you don't make that up by needing 9 to hold one. I'm not upset. I'm just an old woman who counts. Good night, my loves.
Dolores from Manayunk, finding the cloud inside the silver lining. That's a gift, honestly. Good block, fellas. You know what, Craig? The man had 3 hits tonight. Let's just call up Brandon Marsh and get it straight from him.
Hello?
Brandon? It's Captain Jack. Is this Brandon Marsh?
Yeah, today I am. What's up?
3 hits tonight, a stolen base, a couple knocks off the lefty. Talk to me about the night.
Yeah, the swing felt good. Saw it deep, stayed on it. Real good. Hey, speaking of staying on something, you ever try to hold a Bigfoot call for like a full minute? It wears you out.
No, I have not. You scored twice tonight. Did the offense feel different after last night?
Totally. Listen, I got the truck loaded. There's a guy up in Skookum County says the prints are fresh, and my window's closing.
Your window for what? Exactly?
The expedition, Craig. Keep up. Anyway, great game. Tell the fellas I said hey. I gotta hit the road before the light's gone.
Go get him, Brandon. Drive safe.
Always. Bye.
I think that may have been the fake Brandon Marsh. But the hits were real, so I'm calling it a win.
Time for hot takes from the masses, Jack. Here's what the Phillies subreddit is saying after the win.
Post-game, considered takes. Feed them to me.
First up, Fiddler on the Roof adds, quote, the Phillies are now 7-1 and Aaron Nola started games since the start of May lull.
7-1 when Nola starts. And he didn't even get the win tonight. Mayza vultured it off him, but the team wins when that man takes the ball. I'll sign up for that every 5th day.
Next, KC351 with a genuine mystery. Quote, world's greatest mysteries. How does Brad Keller only have a 4-15 era?
After that 8th inning, KC3551, I'd like that mystery solved by a committee. How is it only 4-15? It felt like 14-15 tonight.
1 inning. It just happened to be a loud one. Last take, the Wittyman. Quote, Phillies win. Freaking fuel. 8th inning drama aside, it was awesome to see the offense put up 9 runs and 17 hits after they got absolutely dunked on by Miz last night.
Few is the word of the night, the witty man. Dunked on by Misiorowski yesterday, hung 9 and 17 tonight. That's the whole show in one sentence. The man gets it.
That's the masses. Reasonable for once.
We're drawing to a close, Philadelphia, and you know what that means. It's time for the callers walk off. You're up, swing!
9-5 becomes 9-8. You never do that to me again. I mean it.
Step in, swing!
A 4-run lead in the 8th used to be a nap. Now it's a horror movie.
Next at the plate, swing!
Realmuto for the All-Star game, 4 RBI. Book it. I'm not asking.
Walk off, swing!
Leave Bohm alone. The ball took a bad hop off a hard surface, that surface being his head.
You're up, swing!
One bullpen trade and we're plus 100 in run differential by Labor Day. I did the math.
Last one, swing!
9 runs to win by 1, my loves. Somebody upstairs is trying to tell us something sweet and sad.
That's the walk-off, folks. Lights out! That's a ball game and a good one, Philadelphia. Phillies 9, Brewers 8. We answered a one-hitter with 17 hits. Realmuto drove in 4. Sosa rang the bell. Duran shut the door. And we survived an 8th inning I'd like to forget. We'll take it.
Series even at 1 apiece. We get them again tomorrow. Same building, hopefully a calmer 8th.
One more time, the inbox is open. Jack at thecaptainjackshow.com. Write in and tell me Brandon Marsh found Bigfoot. For Craig Nicholson and Kevin on the board, I'm Captain Jack. Get some rest, Philadelphia. We're back in a wild card spot, and the bats are awake. Until tomorrow night.